Yesterday, 10 Cup teams ran testing at Kentucky Speedway. The purpose? Try to figure out one of the circuit's most challenging race surfaces.
It's just like driving over railroad tracks repeatedly down the front straightaway. It's pretty rough, but they've made a lot of steps to try to improve it, and it's a real challenge.
It's a challenge Kentucky Speedway embraces, so much so the track is using the rough theme in its marketing campaign.
Is this really necessary? You want to win at Kentucky? Definitely.
At the roughest track on the circuit, those who prepare take advantage of those who don't.
Despite the bumpy ride, even most drivers can appreciate that tracks are different and present different challenges.
The corners are rough, but that kind of adds character. There's no severe, real bad bumps in the corners. Just on the front straightaway, there's a couple there.
The bottom lane has a little less banking than the next lane up, and it's rougher. So there's that one lane that's pretty smooth and has a lot of grip. And for some reason, it never widens out wider than that on the top, so you got to make your passes on the bottom, and it's real rough down there. Main thing, it's pretty line sensitive. It's easy to overdrive. It's easy to miss your marks and get in some bumps instead of getting around them. So it's just it's a track that's got a lot of character. It's always you always got to be paying attention.
The king of the Rough Riders might be Brad Keselowski. Last year, the 31-year-old driver became the only two-time winner at Kentucky.
I like the fact that it's really rough in the corners. I think it, a track that's very rough in the corners requires something different out of the driver, requires something a little different out of the setup of the car as well, and that seems to really fit my style. As far as too rough, California is too rough. When you start blowing out tires, because the capability is lower than, the extreme forces down a straightaway, I think that's when you've reached too rough. This track isn't at that particular position, so I think it falls into a category that is rough but not too rough.
The Quaker State 400 will take place Saturday night, July 11th. Kentucky Speedway will host the NASCAR triple header with the Camping World Truck Race on Thursday night and the Xfinity race on Friday night.